you think I am?
Let's talk about Simu Liu. In a movie about a son battling his destiny, I mean, you gotta give the guy credit. Simu, the actor, made his own path to Marvel materialize, beginning in 2014 with this snarky tweet complimenting Marvel for its heroes, and then, asking for a little bit of Asian American inclusion. While the Chinese-Canadian actor waited, Canada very quickly fell in love with him as Zheng on CBC's Kim's Convenience, and then finally, all that work, all that training paid off. He got the call, went to the audition, got the part, and here we are. Just imagine what is riding on Shang-Chi and Simu's shoulders. This isn't just a movie.
It's time to
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is the first Asian-led Marvel movie. It's the beginning of Phase 4. No, I don't count Black Widow. And we get a sense of what life is going to look like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after the events of Avengers Endgame. Yeah, we're leaving all the TV stuff to the side for the moment. Now, the closest we've gotten to a movie in terms of importance and significance to Shang-Chi for the Marvel Universe is, of course, Black Panther. This audacious Afro-futuristic vision rooted in director Ryan Coogler's own experience growing up in Oakland, California. And what he did, I mean, it has this personal dimension of pain and life experience that made Killmonger, I think, one of the best villains that we've seen in the MCU in really quite some time. Now, interestingly, Shang-Chi, the film, starts with its villain. Similar to Killmonger, Wenwu is a very complicated bad guy. Tony Leung, an amazing Chinese actor, plays the power-hungry keeper of the Ten Rings, these awesome weapons that he has used for centuries to rule quietly behind the scenes. But he meets his match when he tries to best the protector of a mythical village. Now here we are literally swept into a classic Chinese wuxia fantasy or martial arts fantasy film style. What begins as a battle becomes something closer to a dance, just amazing choreography. You might remind you of scenes from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or The House of the Flying Daggers. Now, the film then does come back down to earth as we catch up with Simu's character, Sean, now grown up, hiding from his father, living in the United States, working as a valet with his friend Katie, played by Awkwafina. And it really feels like Sean has stalled in life until a few of his father's thugs track him down on a bus in San Francisco.
You okay?
Now that is what makes Simu such an exciting addition to the Marvel Universe. Yes, he has the body, the fight skills, the athleticism to become this kung fu master, but that look there, that glance, there's this genuine sense of concern. There's a goodness, a kindness there that you want in your heroes. And so then we get the fight on the bus, some very impressive close quarters combat. I have to say though, what is it with Marvel and fight scenes on buses and trains? Does there have to be one in just about every movie? So after that, Sean is off to Macau to meet his long-lost sister and starts explaining all the things about his life that he's kept hidden and what's actually different, like his name, which isn't Sean, but...
Shang.
Sean.
Shang.
Sean.
S-H-A-N-G. Shang.
Shang?
Yeah.
You changed your name from Shang to Sean?
Yeah, I don't...
I wonder
Yeah.
how your father found you.
I was 15 years old.
Now in Macau, we catch up with the sister, and there's a bit of a glimpse of a Marvel kind of fight club. Yes, there are some very cool and fun cameos, but the main event is really Shang-Chi confronting his daddy issues.
I thought I could change my name. Start a new life. But I could never escape his shadow.
The heart of Shang-Chi, the film, is about a son trying to make peace with his heritage, with his parents, with who he was meant to be and who he wants to be, who he could be. The film certainly starts by playing to Simu's strengths as an actor, a very grounded Marvel sort of beginning, but when the father comes back into the picture, things shift into a more stoic and serious and frankly plotting sort of phase as we become pulled into the family backstory and eventually the father's plan to again try and conquer this mythical village of Ta Lo. What's frustrating about Shang-Chi is as it gets pulled into this climax with these amazing creatures and powers, not only does the film risk drowning us in just a torrent of computer-generated graphics and CGI chaos, but more importantly, we're losing the relatability that made Simu's character so interesting and refreshing. Give me less dragons and more quotable dialogue. By comparison, think of what Ryan Coogler did with Black Panther, taking this kind of personal vision, adding that layer of Afrofuturism, and the result was something just breathtaking and bold. Now, what we see the director Destin Daniel Cretton doing with Shang-Chi is blending those kind of Chinese elements with that kind of Marvel house style, but the result in this case is safe but perhaps not as inspired. But what does come through undoubtedly is the potential not just of Shang-Chi, the character, but certainly the actor Simu, a welcome member of the MCU.
Is this what you wanted?
It's a great start. And oh yeah, when the rings finally do their thing, very cool. 3.5 stars out of 5.